Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are all good. So, today we are going to start our third lecture that is about our first chapter, The Earth in Space. Dear students, today our topics are seasons, solstice, and equinox. Objectives of our topics are to learn about how the seasons are caused, to learn about what is solstice, to learn about what is equinox. Okay, dear students, our first topic is how the seasons are caused. The axis of the earth is an imaginary line on which the earth rotates. It links up to two poles. The axis is tilted at the angle of 23.5 degrees during a revolution. The tilting of the axis results in direct sunlight on different places during different seasons. This causes variation in the duration of days, nights, and seasons. Earth's tilted axis causes the seasons throughout the year. Different parts of the earth receive the sun's most direct rays, so when the North Pole tilts toward the sun, it's summer in the northern hemisphere, and when the South Pole tilts toward the sun, it's winter in the northern hemisphere. Do you know, students, what caused Earth to tilt? Long, long ago, when Earth was young, it is thought that something big hit Earth and knocked it off kilter. So instead of rotating with its axis straight up and down, it leans over a bit. By the way, that big thing that hit Earth is called Thea or Thea. It also blasted a big hole in the surface. That big hit sent a huge amount of dust and rubble into orbit. Most scientists think that the rubble in time become our moon. As Earth orbits the sun, its tilted axis always points in the same direction. So throughout the year, different parts of Earth get the sun's rays direct. Solstice. When the sun reaches its highest or lowest point in the sky at noon, marked by the longest and shortest days. Summer solstice. On the 21st and 22nd of June, the overhead sun is over the Tropic of Cancer. It receives the largest amount of the solar radiation. At this time, northern hemisphere is in the summer solstice, where the southern hemisphere is in the winter solstice. The angle of the sun decreases towards the poles. On this day, length of the day time of the northern hemisphere is the longest in the year, while the southern hemisphere day is the shortest in the year. Besides, there are 24 hours of the day light of the Arctic Circle and 24 hours of darkness in the Antarctic Circle. Winter solstice. On the 21st or 22nd of December, the overhead sun is over the Tropic of Capricorn. It receives the largest amount of solar radiation on this day when the northern hemisphere in the winter solstice, where the southern hemisphere in the summer solstice. The angle of the sun is decreases towards the poles. On this day, the length of the daytime in the northern hemisphere is the shortest in the year, where the day in southern hemisphere is the longest in the year. 24 hours darkness in the Arctic Circle and 24 hours daylight in the Antarctic Circle. Our next topic is equinox, the time when the sun crosses the plane of the Earth's equator, making night and day of approximately equal length all over the Earth and occurring about March 21st and 22nd of December. Spring equinox. On the 21st and 22nd of March, the overhead sun is overhead of the equator. The equator receives the largest amount of solar radiation. At this time, the northern hemisphere is in the spring equinox. and at this time southern hemisphere is in the autumn equinox. The angle of the sun decreases toward the poles. On this day, two hemispheres receive a similar amount of solar radiation. On the length of day and night is the same at all the places of the earth. After this day, it is a spring in the northern hemisphere, where the day is longer than night. In the southern hemisphere, it becomes autumn when the day is shorter than the night. Autumn equinox. On the 22nd and 23rd of September, the overhead sun is over the equator. Again, the equator receives the largest amount of the solar radiation. On this day, on the northern hemisphere is in the autumn equinox, while the southern hemisphere in the spring equinox. The angle of the sun decreases towards the poles. On this day, two hemispheres receive similar amount of solar radiation, and the length of the day and night is in the same at all the places on the earth. After this day, it is autumn in the northern hemisphere, where the day is shorter than the night. In the southern hemisphere, it becomes spring, where the day is longer than the night. Okay, dear students, I hope you understood all the topics very well. Now, today our home task is complete your work page of your book. Use pencils to fill the work page. No use pens or markers on books. On page number 6, part A is a matching column. B part is label and diagram. You can take help from given picture. C part is fill the blanks according to the map on page number 7. Fill the blanks with the directions north, south, east and west. Things you can do: find out information about first person who landed on the moon, find out the spacecraft name and third astronaut who landed on the moon. Next one is draw a map of your classroom and draw a map of your town with map elements. For the help, use page number 7 town map and given picture of classroom map. Guidelines for parents. All the main points discussed in the lecture. Make sure your kid listen the lecture carefully. So ask your child to do work page. Make sure that spellings should be correct while writing answers. Hope you understood all the points. Thank you.